Myself Ritu Randev, PGT Computer Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Noida. In this presentation, I am going to discuss about flow of controls. I am going to cover two topics: selection statement and iteration statement. As we all know that usually a program runs from top to bottom, that is from the start point to the end point. But sometimes the program does not execute in order, meaning thereby we can change the sequence of the program. We can check for the condition, we can put it into a loop as well. Also, sometimes we skip the contents of the program using the pass statement, the jump statements like break and continue. In this presentation, I am going to tell you that in Python there are three types of statements: empty statements, simple statements, or compound statements. Empty statements are those statements in which we use the keyword pass when the program does nothing but it is the requirement of the syntax, so we use the pass statement. Simple statements are single line statements, whereas compound statements are those statements in which there are multiple statements followed by the colon sign at the beginning of the header line. Statement flow control. This is of three types in any programming language: sequential, selective, and iteration. Sequential means when the program starts from beginning and goes to the end without any condition testing. It has to flow step by step. Whereas in the selection statement there is a decision making statement, it is a condition testing. If the condition is true, the program will show the true block of the program, that is if part will execute, whereas if the condition is false, it will execute for false part of the program. But in either of the case we will get the output. Iterative statements are also called as looping statements. Before going to the programming techniques, I am just going to tell you about the algorithm and the program development. What is the program development life cycle? Every program or problem has few steps. The first is identify the problem. Problem identification means that we judge that what kind of problem it is. Is it a logical or a simple structured program? Analysis means the inputs and the outputs are decided. In the algorithm step, we write the code of the program not using any specific programming language, rather by using the English syntax. Also, we can design the flowchart by the symbolic representation. Once the algorithm and flowchart has been designed, we then write the code of the program using a specific programming language. Likewise, in our case, we will use Python. Once the program is written, then we will check for the program, that is called as program testing. Program testing means that if the program has any error, it will be shown, and the duty of the programmer becomes to debug the program. Debugging the program means removing the error. Once the program is error free, we can then live run the program by using implementation, and thereafter the maintenance step means we can put documentation, enhance the program by putting the comments, etc. Algorithm, there is an algorithm simply to add the two numbers, the input, and we have taken two inputs and added them and displayed. So algorithm is simple step by step concept of the program written by the user. Flowchart is the symbolic representation, as already told you, and it is being displayed by the different symbols in the form of an example of finding the simple interest. Now coming to the most important, the selection statements. In Python there are four kinds of selection statements. First is if statement. If statement is also called as simple if. Here there is one condition, and if the condition is true, the control will flow to the body of the if part, and if the condition is true, the output will be shown. But if the condition is false, it won't show any output. Therefore, it is called as simple if, or it is if without else, as it is already shown in the program given below. Next is second type, if-else statement. This has two blocks, if block and else block. If block executes when the condition is true, else block executes when the condition is false. Meaning that either of the case, whether the condition is true or false, the program will show certain output. If else. Example, finding the greatest of the two numbers, finding the smaller among the two numbers. For that we use if else statements. If elif statements are the third kind of statements. If elif statements are used for these are for use when multiple statements are required and to select one statement for processing on the basis of a given condition. We can say it's a sort of ladder. If after elif, if there is elif, if first condition is true, the program will show the output for that condition. If it is not true, the control will jump to the next line and check for the condition. Even if it is not true, the flow will go from top to bottom unless it finds the true condition. If all the conditions are false, the else part of the program will be executed. Generally, the questions like the marks are given and you have to find out the range of the marks, and if the marks are between that range, then you have to use if elif. Nested if else statement. Nested if else is a statement that it is a fourth kind of the if statement which allows to check for multiple test expressions and executes the different codes for more than two conditions. Here it can be nesting of if within if or nesting of if within else, like finding the greatest of three numbers or more. For that we are using nested ifs. The example over here is showing you that there are three inputs and then they are nested between each other, that is if statements are there and then else parts is there. So that is nested if statement. So in Python there are four kinds of if statements. And here is a question here. Coming to the next part, that is the loops and iterations. As the name stands, loops are something which goes on cyclic way, iterate. They iterate themselves until the condition turns false. It means they will execute till the condition is true. In this, here the contents used are range function, for loops, while loops. Python supports two kinds of loops, for loops and while loops, and there are different variations of the loops, jump statements as well. What is a loop? A loop is an iterating statement. It keeps on iterating until the condition turns false. Second point is that they reduce the work of writing the same code again and again. Means the program length reduces. Also, here we are using the logical conditions for a set of instructions. While loops is very important. The example here shows that x is equal to 1, in which x is equal to 1, print statement is going to print the value of x 5 times. It means we have to repeatedly write that statement for number of executions. But since there are loops, we may use the same by implementing a one-line code that I have already used here for I in range 0, 5. The range here is a function we are going to discuss, which will display the range of the values between the lower limit to the upper limit minus 1. Next, range function. Range function of Python generates a special sequence. It generates a list of items and it has a lower bound and upper bound under a same name. The loop will go from 0 to n minus 1. The syntax shows that the lower limit, upper limit and update expression of this lower limit and upper limit are mandatory, while update expression may vary. But if we do not include the update expression in the syntax, it will update the value by default 1. It means update value is default 1. This is how the range function works. So here is an example of range function shown. Print list of range 0, 5. The lower limit is 0, the upper limit is 5. As already told, n minus 1, it will print the output in the form of list with 5 elements varying from 0 to 4 because 5 minus 1, the upper bound is 5. Another example, by default we had seen that the increment or update expression is 1, but here in this second example the update is 2. So the value will start from 0. The list will show the range of values starting from 0 with an increment of 2, but their last value will be 4 because next value, if incremented by 2, won't come in that range. For loops, how do they process? How are they processing? What is the syntax of the for loop? For loops are used with the range function. Already told that loops means iteration. For loop is designed to process the item of any sequence. Sequence means tuples, lists, strings, dictionaries, etc. in Python. Here is the syntax which I'll explain. For variable in sequence, for is a keyword. Python being a highly case sensitive language, for has to be written in lowercase. Variable can be any valid variable name, should not be a keyword. In again is a keyword which will find for that set of value from that sequence. Ends, this for syntax ends with colon sign. Colon is followed by indentation for proper. Here we have to keep in mind the proper indentation, proper set of statements with proper indentation. For I in the example, for I in a list of 1, 2, 5, 6 will print the value of I one after the other. Next, for loops are also used with functions, and also they can process with an increment update expression where which values may vary. In this program 7, 3 means 1 is the initial value, 7 the stop, and 3 the step value, and we are applying some multiplication operation power or exponent, and it will then print the values in that range. So for loops are the loops in which there are 3 things to be kept in loops. One is initialization, stop value, and step value. By default the step value is 1. Next, second type of loops in Python are while loops. While loops are the loops in which first and foremost we have to assign a certain value before entering the body of the loop, because with what you are going to compare the condition. So as in the example over here, the most important is I initializing the variable to whatever value. It will depend upon the output, the pattern of the output. So here in this example I is 0 and this 0 is less than 10. Since I is 0 and it will go to the body of the loop testing the condition is true, it will print the value of I as 0. And next is update expression is given here. Update expression is increasing the value by 1. I plus is equals to 1. So every iteration, for every iteration the value of I will increase by 1. So important things to be kept in mind are, for a loop, whatever loop may be, whether it is a for loop or a while loop, the loop must have 3 things. Every loop should have 3 points to be considered. First is initialization, condition, and update expression. Conditional while loop. Conditional while loops are similar to the normal loops, but in place of the condition with a variable, any other condition can be given. Here is an example of conditional while loop. Jump statements. Python supports 3 types of jump statements: pass, break, and continue. As the name stands, jump means skipping a certain part of the program, that is called as jump statement. Break, continue, and pass. Now, jump statements used to jump a certain number of iterations or the terminate a whole loop. They skip a certain code block. They are used to terminate a loop at certain conditions. Now, break statements are used to terminate the loop with a keyword break, and they will terminate the whole loop, not just the iteration. This is important. They will break the entire loop. The program will exit out of the body when it encounters the break statement. Example, for I in the range 1, 6, 1 to 6, my loop has to go from 1 to 6 minus 1. But here the loop will break as it encounters the I value as 3. It will break there. Why? Because break means terminating the loop as the break statement is encountered. Next is continue statement. These are used to skip the certain iteration, while the break loop was used to break the entire loop. The program will come out of the body of the loop. So this continue statement will not terminate the whole loop, rather the certain iterations. In the program here, for I in range I, 6, again I, 6, and as it is reaching 2, the I divided by 2 is 0, means the condition is true, it will go ahead. In break what happens is the loop will exit, whereas in continue the loop will go ahead to the top of the program. So that is continue statement. Next, with the loops we can also use the else statement. But one important thing to be kept in mind is that with else statement, break statement is not used. The flowchart of the loop else statement in the while loop also, as well as in the for loop also. We can see that if the condition is true, the program will iterate within the condition until it reaches the false condition. But here, even if the condition is not false, we can use else. See here, else for I in range 1 to 4 will print, 1 up to 3. Also the else part gets executed and then it is printing the given message. With break loop, else will not work. Why? Because as it encounters the break, the loop will automatically break, so it won't go ahead to the else part. Infinite loops, as already told, that with the loops, three things are important: initialization, update expression and condition. But if update expression is missing, the loop will not change its initial value and there comes a situation called infinite loop. So all the three parts are important: initialization, condition and update expression. Nested loops are loops within loops, as seen in nested if within if. Similarly, loop within loop are nested loops. In the nested loops, there are two loops. One is called as outer loop and the another within the outer is called as inner loop. In the example given here, the outer loop for I variable is for rows and the inner loop for the variable j is for columns. It is conceptually said that outer loop one time, inner loop n times. As the inner loop turns false, then only the outer loop will execute for the next row, and so on. So nested loops are those loops in which there is a loop within a loop. Generally for the pattern printing for printing the patterns we use for loops. There are certain questions why infinite loops, and hope the session was interesting. Thank you. Have a nice day. मीना मैम स्टॉप तो किया ही नहीं. मीना मैम क्या करती हैं आप?